Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today I am so excited because I'm going to be doing a full face of Hermès Beauty. I recently picked up two of their new fall lipsticks. Completely fell in love, not just because of the adorable packaging, because I literally love the colors so much, and then I saw a beautiful eye quad that I could not resist, so I ended up picking up this gorgeous eye quad from Hermès. This one is in the Ombre Marine. I am somebody who loves sort of like a brown and navy eye, or a taupe and navy eye look. So this one was so attractive to me, and I just thought this would be so gorgeous. So today what I'm going to do is show you how to create an everyday eye look using this, as well as having a little fun with this pop blue color, which is outstanding. So we are going to be playing with that. And then I just went ahead and pulled out some of my favorite Hermès products that I actually think are worth the money. I'm a huge fan of their bronzers. I pulled out my favorite little Silky blush from them. So basically had a little fun playing with Hermès Beauty. If you are interested in seeing how I created this look, showing you the products that I think are worth the splurge, as well as just using some of the other Hermès Beauty products, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I am so excited because we are going to do a full face of Hermès makeup. I picked up two of their new releases, their fall lippies, and then just completely fell in love with them. Number one, packaging is freaking adorable. Yes, this is a complete splurge brand. I fully admit that I am a sucker for packaging. I will tell you, at least the products inside are amazing. I picked up the Rouge Nappa lipstick and I love it so much that I may even get a backup. That's how much I love this color. I'm so excited to share that with you. And then the other one I picked up that you already heard me talk about in my favorites video, I'm a wee bit obsessed with this Beige Glace from Hermès. This is in their shiny version. It is the perfect lipstick in my eyes. I had shared way back in the day that I had fallen in love with this NARS Viva Las Vegas lipstick that was discontinued, and I'm laughing because this is basically it. But an even cuter packaging. Then I went ahead and purchased one of their new eye palettes. This one is in the Ombre Marines. I was tempted to buy the newer one that had the khaki, but then this one was just speaking to me. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you will know that I absolutely love like taupe and navy, and this one was just so pretty that I felt like I would get more wear out of it. So here is the beautiful packaging, their classic orange Hermès packaging, and then I'll just kind of take this out. It comes in its own little pouch, and yep, this again is an expensive little eye palette, but at least I will tell you the formula of the eye quads are amazing. I have one in the, I believe it's the Fume one. It is like such the like perfect little smoky eye, but definitely this is all kind of fun splurge worthy makeup. In my eyes, my girl math, the way that I have been rationalizing this is I didn't pick up a lot of the holiday releases. Some of them just weren't speaking to me, but this was, and I just felt like I wanted to pick up things that I actually knew I would wear again. So let's take a peek at this gorgeous eye quad. And yes, this little pop color over here sort of scared me, but these ones right here, Like that is my perfect eye. This like lovely, beautiful taupey brown. We've got kind of a pewter pop. And then I would wear this one as liner. We're gonna have fun playing with this. I think it's gonna be pretty. But this little area right here, I knew I would get a ton of wear out of it. So before we play with the eye quad, I did pull out some of my other favorite Hermès makeup. I have the Hermès Plein foundation. This is the Natural Enhancing Complexion Balm, and I actually have it in the shade 10, which I did think was kind of light for myself, but since it is such a like sheer kind of natural balm, I can totally get away with it. Now, I wouldn't say this is necessarily a true love of mine, but I'm pretty sure it's because this shade is just a tear light to me. I think the 20 was too yellow, and then the 30 they did not have. It was like sold out. So I'm imagining I probably need this in shade 30, but you will see this is just one of these sheer complexion balms that's just going to even out your complexion, but it's not going to give you a ton of coverage. So I feel like that might be why people didn't love it so much. I didn't feel like a lot of people liked it, and I think it was because it's expensive and you don't get a ton of coverage, but I feel like it's very Hermès, you know, basically sort of enhancing your natural beauty, not trying to cover it up. I find this balm works best with your hands, and this does have a little SPF, so that's another reason why it is a little bit lighter, is because it has a touch of SPF in here. But you know what? This does not look bad at all. This is just one of those that I can put on. It's going to add a little hydration to my skin, give it a nice little glow, but we can bronze it up with their bronzers, which, by the way, I do love and think that they are worth the money. And I'm just going to kind of let this sink into the skin. Honestly, I feel like this totally works for my skin and my skin tone. This does have an SPF of 30 sunscreen. Again, before we even started, my last step in my skincare routine is always sunscreen. So this would just be bonus. I never consider my sunscreen to be anything that's in makeup, because I feel like you'd have to use a lot in order to kind of get the proper amount. I believe it's 1/4 a teaspoon or 2 fingerfuls of that for your overall face. Now, since they don't have a concealer, I don't think they do. Anyways, I pulled out my Westman Atelier concealer. I have this in the shade L3, and I'm tempted to pick up L4. I actually really like this concealer. It is going to give me some more coverage. So I'm going to just come over here and I'm going to kind of put a little bit of this on top. So just a little bit. Get myself a little more coverage. I'm going to put just a dot over here, kind of using it as foundation. So the complexion balm, again, is just going to be even out your skin tone, but if you need more coverage, I don't think you're going to like that, especially for the price. And then I'm just going to kind of blend this into my skin, giving myself just a little more coverage. Okay, we've got the Hermès kind of complexion on with a little bit of Westman Atelier concealer. Then I want to go ahead and warm up my skin, and I am a huge fan of the Hermès. These are the Plein Air mineral bronzers. I have 2 of them I love. I have the shade Sahara. This is sort of the deeper, little bit like cocoa shade. I absolutely love this, and I love to use this as my eyeshadow on most days. It's just the perfect shade. And then I have it in Atlas. And as you can see, one's more like a kind of cocoa little tone, and then this one is more neutral. I like to use this one at kind of year round sometimes if I feel like this one's too strong. For today's purposes, I kind of want to give my skin a little bit of life. It's only October. We're not into the deep winter yet. So I am going to put some of this on. And this is a product that I actually think is worth the splurge. It's a mineral powder bronzer. It is matte. It is just has like different colors in here too. It just looks really natural. Truly, this is one of my favorite bronzers, especially for like a matte bronzer. If I'm not wanting to use any sort of glowy kind of bronzer, I really, really like this. It just looks so natural on the skin. So I'm going to come over here and we're going to bronze up my skin just a bit. And don't worry, I will blend everything if it looks a little strong to start out with. This is what I love about this one, is it is going to kind of buff into the skin and look a little bit natural. Got a little bit more on this side, so we'll blend that out. And then I'm so excited to play with that eye quad. Oh yeah, and I love their blushes too. Their Silky blushes are really, really pretty. Now, the other thing I will tell you is that although these are pricey, like with the blushes and such, you can just buy the refill. So you will get the case. And then there's like a little pinhole here that you can pop it out. And then if you want to, you can just buy the refills. And yes, it is still a splurge, but I will say the products inside are actually good quality, kind of what you would expect from Hermès. So then I am going to pop on one of my Silky blushes from Hermès, and this one is in the rose tone. I believe this is 23. I love this blush. I don't know if you can see, but I actually use it. It's just a really pretty formula, and yes, I did have to get the Hermès blush brush. Now, I do want to admit I'm totally a little bit of a prep at heart. Grew up 80s, 90s, all about preppiness, and this aesthetic just was so cute. And so when I was buying the blushes, I went ahead and got the brush. Now, this is not the softest brush in the world, but is it pretty darn cute? Absolutely. And it is actually nice quality. All I would say is yes, do I have other blush brushes that I like as well? Of course, but we are just having fun playing with some Hermès today, and I love this color blush. It just gives my skin a little life, and I'm going a little bit heavy at the moment, and don't worry, at the end I'm going to kind of buff everything out, but we're just going to kind of liven up the complexion, and then we're gonna play with that eye quad. Okay, we have complexion on, and then I did want to mention that with the eye quad, you get an adorable little brush here for your eyeshadow. Do I ever use this? Not really, but is it so darn cute? It is just so adorable. So again, they get an A+ on packaging, but it's kind of hidden. There's like a little pouch area right over here. There's a little orange that I think people might miss out on. They might not see it. So it just sort of slips right in here. So it's on the side. You'll see a little orange, and that's where that brush is. It's not a bad brush. I just prefer to use something a little bit bigger. And then let's go ahead and swatch this beauty. Okay, first two colors here. I will admit I was so attracted to this along with these blue shades. So pretty. And the formula of these eyeshadows are super creamy, pigmented. That's what I would say. expensive little eye palette, but at least the quality of the shadows is just stunning. Isn't that gorgeous? I am so in love with this shade right here. This is the Ombre Marines, and this is what I thought I would wear. Just this with this as liner. Let's see what this blue pop shade's gonna be like. Wow! Okay, that's crazy blue, so much fun. But here is the eye quad right here. That is so stunning. So again, this right here is probably gonna be my go-to eye. Sans this little pop color, but I can totally see myself having a little bit of fun with that blue, like, you know, for the holidays, those kind of things. I actually did pick this up with the holidays in mind because I feel like this is more my speed, but I feel like it still has some fun to it. Does that make sense? So again, this is the Ombre Marine eye palette from Hermès. Okay, I'm going to start with this gorgeous shade here. Part of the reason I bought this. I'm coming in with a fluffy brush. This one is Rephr number 15. I love this brush, by the way. Big fluffy brush. And I'm going to just come in and we're going to slightly windshield wipe. I'm not pressing super hard. This is what I was thinking it would be like. I just think it is such a good kind of everyday color. Again, these are pigmented and I'm starting out light and then we can always build up. Okay, for a day-to-day matte look, I absolutely love that shade. I'm then going to come over here and I'm just going to put this matte kind of slate blue, beautiful color as liner just to kind of show you how you can use this eye palette. Very versatile with just these two shades, and then we'll pop on the pops, okay? Okay, one of my favorite brushes that I find myself reaching for all the time is the Nikki LaRose number 12. It's this flat edged brush here. I just love it because I do like to do a little thicker kind of liner near the lashes. And so I'm going to come in right here. Now, if you wanted a more like smaller line for your liner, I would say number 23 from Rephr will give you a little bit like really close, like more defined. I'm going to go with a slightly smudgy tan kind of navy eye, and I'm just going to come over here with this shade and I'm going to kind of press it near that lash line. See, some impact here. My kind of holiday colors. That's fun. I really like that. Okay, I really like just this eye look right here. I am going to take a little bit of this brown shade here. It has a little bit of the blue here. I'm going to take a little bit of that. They're a little bit mixed together. I'm going to run that underneath my lash line. I did pick up one of their eyeliners. It's in a brown shade, so we can use that too. But for now, I just kind of want to show you can use this without any extra liners or anything like that. Okay, here's kind of a matte eye look. I could just put on mascara and be done using these two colors here. And then we're going to come into this gorgeous pop shade here. I'm going to add a little bit of that kind of in the inner corner here. And it's so pretty, you guys. Like literally stunning here. And, ooh, I'm gonna just come in right here. That is so pretty. And add a little bit of this pop shade right on that eye. I'm gonna be blending it out, don't worry. Just gonna place down the product first. Sorry, I know my hands are in the way of showing you. I'll show you in 2 seconds. Okay, so this is what I've created so far. I might come back in with a little bit of that brown just to kind of give my eye a little definition, but is that pretty? I don't even have mascara on, but I could totally wear this on a day-to-day, but it has some oomph to it, and we could skip that pop shade. Okay, here's the eye look just using these 3 shades. Love, love, love that. And before we move on to that fun blue pop shade, I did pick up one of the Hermès eyeliners, and I picked this up in the shade Brun Ecorce. So this is kind of just a deep, dark brown right here, but I thought what I would do is sort of tight line close to the lash line. I don't want to take away from the blue, but a little bit of brown near the lash line will kind of emphasize my lashes, hopefully. I have been playing with this eyeliner for a bit. To me, this is like your classic traditional eyeliner crayon. This is not like a gel-based nor a kohl per se. It kind of reminds me of Charlotte Tilbury's classic, I don't know if it was called rock and roll, but just basically a classic old school eyeliner. I tend to use those gel-based eyeliners, but this is sort of a welcome change. Would I say this is like life-changing? No. I just saw that this was new on Nordstrom, so I went ahead and picked it up, and I'm just gonna literally kind of tight line just a little closer to the lash line. And again, I have been enjoying this eyeliner, but is this one of these things that I feel like you need to rush out and purchase? Probably not. If you are an Hermès fan, it's a nice pencil here, and then has a little smudgy on the other side. This is nice. I'm just going to come in kind of close to the waterline, smudge that out. So this eyeliner definitely gets an A+ for cuteness, but in general, I really like this. I'm going to use it. I was in the market for a new deep brown eyeliner, and this seems to be like a classic eyeliner from Hermès that was kind of missing in their roundup. So far, really enjoying that. Okay, before we glam it up with that blue, I want to show you just the day look, and I'm going to go ahead, put on mascara, clean up my brows a bit, and then I'll be right back and we can pop on some of that blue. Okay, we have on the Ombre Marine Eye. This is the everyday look, and what I want to do is go ahead and put on my lipsticks first before we go in, and we'll kind of do a little night look. And then we'll come in and we'll jazz up the look with this blue. And I'm debating because the way that I saw them use it online was, you know, one was like intense right all over the lid. That's probably not the way I would wear it. And the other was where they took it and they smudged it on the bottom lash line that sort of made their eyes pop. So we'll think about that for a minute. This is when I wish we were doing this live, because then we could discuss it. But first of all, I want to show you my 2 lipsticks that I'm absolutely, literally obsessed with. The first one is this Beige Glace. And I literally just love this. This is kind of my go-to lipstick every day. You will see why in a minute. I am going to just first put this on, and then I will show you how I would wear this with the Hermès, the new color lip pencils, which I picked up in Rose Bois. So first of all, just gonna put this on alone. It does a little something magical on the lips. And this is the Beige Glace. I literally cannot express to you how much I love this. On my lips, I feel like it even does a little, like not just beige, but a teeny bit of pink. It's just so awesome, gives a little bit of shine. So this is in their shiny formula, which if you haven't tried that yet, you're somebody who loves a glossy lip, this is a definite yes. I love it so much. I'm literally contemplating getting a backup because that's how much I love that lipstick. And then I did pick up one of the lip pencils that they recently launched, and I picked it up in the shade Rose Bois, kind of hoping that was more of a mauve color. It's a little bit pink here. What I'm going to do, I wiped off that shiny. I just wanted to show you it alone. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to come and line my lips. So this is what this lip liner looks like on its own. And what I would tell you about the lip liners are they're not like super creamy. Again, I'm sort of thinking old school. I like the color. I like the feel. They are like a little bit, I wouldn't say they drag. I just feel like they're more like traditional lip pencils, like not some of the newer formulas that are super creamy and easy to put on. They're kind of like the eyeliner. You know, it just is like a nice lip liner, but I wouldn't say this is blowing me out of the water. I do think that the colors are pretty nice. And I'm not upset that I purchased this, but would I say this is like my most favorite lip liner in the world? No, I wouldn't. But with that being said, it is a long-lasting lip liner. It's not drying on the lips or anything like that. I'm just saying it's not like that super creamy texture that like I'm thinking of like Charlotte Tilbury's lip liners. This one just feels just like kind of classic. I'm not actually describing this that well, am I? Very nice, very long lasting, and it's Hermès. So if that's something you're interested in, I just wanted to give them a try. But I'm going to go ahead and top this lip liner with my favorite Beige Glacé. And this is the beauty of this shiny lip, is that it's going to transform any lip, like pencil, lipstick. You can use this on top, like this is kind of a must get in my eyes, but that's just because I love this formula and the combination of the Rose Bois and the Beige Glacé makes a really pretty color. Okay, so I love that combination, but I also fell in love with a matte lipstick. I know, crazy. I'm not somebody who enjoys matte lipsticks per se. I really like a shiny, kind of hydrating formula on my more mature lips, but I do really love the Hermès matte lipsticks. They are not drying. They're very pretty. They have some great colors, but this Rouge Nappa is like my ultimate fall color, you guys. I just love this so much, and I love the matte formula of this because isn't that beautiful? It gives me this really nice sort of, I want to say that French sort of velvety look on the lips. It is so pretty, and this color is outstanding. So these two I literally fell in love with so much that I'm contemplating backups, but as we all know, I'm a YouTuber. I have so much makeup. I really don't need to do that. But if you were to ask me, like, out of all the things, even though these are expensive little bougie lipsticks, I love them. Of course, think the packaging is adorable, but it is the colors and the formula that I love so much. Okay, now we're gonna put on my favorite matte Hermès lipstick in Rouge Nappa. I am like obsessed with this one. And this is what I love about it. So it has that sort of French girl velvety finish to it. It is not drying. It's also just the best color. When I was looking online, I was like, oh my gosh, I have got to get this despite it being matte. I just think it is, like, for myself, like my perfect, it doesn't even have to be a fall color. I just literally love this color so much. I feel like it adds a little life to my complexion, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful color. It is definitely, deeper than my lips, but I don't find it to be too overwhelming. So since I do not have like a juicy pucker or lips or anything like that, sometimes if I add on too bright of lipsticks, it brings on too much attention. But for some reason, I feel like this is the perfect kind of combination where I definitely have some color on my lips, but it is in that kind of soft, velvety finish, almost powdery, but it doesn't feel drying at all. I'm literally obsessed with Rouge Nappa. Love the Beige Glace. There was another lipstick that was in a light matte formula. I wasn't as in love with that color as I was the Rouge Nappa, and again, these are a little bit pricey, definitely kind of a splurge item. So I was just kind of picking up the pieces that I was like super attracted to. But now let's have a little fun and add a little pop of this blue. I think what I'm going to start with is I am going to take my little Nikki LaRose number 12, and I'm going to dip it in this bright blue, and I'm going to add it underneath my lash line for a little kind of fun pop. I also think for myself, I would wear this as a little pop as eyeliner. I feel like that's going to be kind of just the little spark that I need on my eyes. Then I'm coming in to this beautiful blue. Oh, and I'm just going to start here. That's pretty. Okay, then I'm going to come to the upper lash line. We're going to add that's really pretty. I'm not scared of this. This is pretty. Okay, this is actually really pretty, and I love a blue eyeliner, so I am not that scared of this color. So this can tone it down, like this would be my day look. But I have to be honest, I would wear this out on a day-to-day with that little pop of blue. I am probably not going to like put that all over my lid just for my own particular eyes, but I have to be honest, I'm getting some impact with that poppy blue color. Kind of gives this pretty smoky kind of blue eye look, but it doesn't seem to be too much. So I'm actually pleasantly surprised. And if it was me just doing this full look, kind of adding on that blue, I am going to want to use my Beige Glace, like kind of keep the eyes impact the focal point, and then use this lipstick as my kind of just a nudie lip. I think that would be super pretty. So I am actually going to top this on top of the Rouge Nappa because it looks so good together. This one, literally, Beige Glace, can go over any of your favorite lipsticks, and it just does something a little bit magical. I know, I'm going crazy here, but that is how much I love it. I just turned it into such a pretty color. Toning down, now it's added a little shine, but this is the combination of Rouge Nappa and Beige Glace. So this is my full face of Hermès Beauty, having a little bit of fun playing with some of these products. If you are an Hermès fan, I think you are going to love some of these products. They really truly are beautiful. I personally really like these little eye quads. I know they are pricey. I do love the color stories. The formula of the eyeshadows are really beautiful formulas, like easy to use, creamy, long lasting. So although these are pricey products, at least the products inside are good. I absolutely love the bronzers. I definitely think these are worth the money. The lipstick formulas are fantastic. They come in cute packaging. For myself, these are things that I do think are fun to gift people because they're expensive. The packaging is luxe. The formulas are great, but it's just kind of a little fun gift to give somebody. It's going to come in the classic Hermès box. It's going to have a little cute pouch to go along with it. So as we're starting to think about the holidays, it can be a little bit fun to kind of gift somebody a little luxury makeup, and Hermès is going to be a classic. That's the way I think about it. So just kind of had a little fun doing a full face of Hermès makeup today. As usual, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know if there is another eye quad that you're interested in seeing, because I actually really like these and I actually use them. So that's one thing that I don't mind spending the money on if you want to see it. Also, these do have a refill, so you don't always have to buy the packaging. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial using all Hermès Beauty today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back with another video soon.